was really alone. I remember the night when Tom Brooks said John Lennon was just shot dead. I remember the road was so damn cold, and the feeling I've been bought and sold. I remember the road. I remember the roads. I remember the bands and the one-night stands, making love in the back of a Chevy van. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. I remember the nights and the Holiday Inns and beer stains on my pillow again. I remember the road was so damn cold, and the feeling I'd been bought and sold. I remember the road. I remember, hey, I remember the road. Woodstock, Manson and Vietnam, Kerouac, Cassidy and Ginsberg, man. I remember the Playboys, the Cowboys and the Queens, video nasties and electric blue screens, Blackwell, Goddard, Meek, Telstar. Yes, and vertigo swells for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Joe Littlewood and Lionel Bart. Yes, rocking at the Two Eyes Coffee Bar. Silito Osborne and Barry Keith. Angry young men and revolutionaries, and no memories but faded dreams. I still think of Fleetwood Mac in t-shirt and jeans. Yes, I do. Oh, I remember the night Walter Cronkite said JFK was just shot dead. I remember the road. I remember. Hey, everybody remember. Do you remember? Like I remember. Everybody remember. Ooh, yeah.
What a great track, amazing. Tell me a little bit about that song.
I suppose it's self-explanatory, isn't it? It's whatever you remember, whatever it means to you. So those are some of the things I remember.
It's a very telling song.
Well, absolutely, yeah. And as John Mayall sang, you live a special life as a musician, and I'm sure we could all do a song like that, couldn't we, where we remember?
Fantastic sound. I was stopping myself putting backing vocals on that song.
You should have just gone
I should have
for
just
it.
jumped in, shouldn't
yes,
I?
please. Yeah.
We're coming towards the end of the show. It's been so nice to have you guys along today. We've had the Melvin Hancox band into the studio. That's Melvin Hancox and Matt Little and Mr. Richmond on drums behind me, Mr. Ray Richmond. It's always too short, these sessions.
Oh, yeah.
But you can come on again. You're always welcome to come back, as
I'd love
always, with
to.
some of your new songs, because you're writing at the moment, aren't you? And you're going to have an album to come back with.
It never, like I say, it's one stream of consciousness,
Yeah.
adventure, trip, my life, and it never ends, you know. It's just, I do what I do, you know. We're musicians, it's what we do, and the thing you have to remember is you're very privileged to be able to do this, to be an artist, really.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of people moaning about it, and it isn't an easy life. In fact, it's very difficult. But it's a good place to be.
The payoff
in the
is
head.
worth it, isn't it?
Yeah. It puts your head in a good place.
Sometimes does.
Yes,
And it
sometimes
doesn't.
does.
So tell
We
me where
have to remember
Yes.
the good times.
Where can we come and see you, Melvin? Where are you going to be playing?
Okay, right. Well, next gig is November, Friday the 4th, and that's at the Tower of Song, which is in Cottridge and on the Persia Road South.
That's a great venue to go and see bands like Melvin's. It's a small venue, so make sure you get down there
It's
early.
run by Tom Martin, who's a musician himself and songwriter, you know, mainly a songwriter, Tom. But he opened the place about 10 years ago, and we were one of the first bands to play there, actually, well, the band I was in. And yeah, people come, once again, like the Pokey Hole I mentioned, you know, the audience go there to watch the bands rather than drink beer.
Yeah.
Well, they like to do both, but don't we all? And we're also, let's see, I have a one-man show. I do a one-man show, you see. That's in Stourport, and I'm just looking down my list here. Yeah, the Hare and Hounds, when's that? Oh, that's next year, isn't it?
7th of January.
Thank you, Matt.
5 till 7, that'll be a great gig, that one.
Thank you very much.
Is that
Matt.
the blues day that they put on a Saturday?
That's right.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a
Dylan
great
Gibbons
show.
books the stuff there, Steve's son. So, do you want to announce that again, Matt? Because you know better than me.
Well, that's the Hare and Hounds King's Heath. It's going to be Saturday the 7th of January, 5 till 7. It's going to be really good.
So does that mean you're going to squeeze another gig in afterwards? Because it's such an early gig, you
We
can't
might
get
just
away
do
with
that,
that.
you never know.
Yeah, probably. You know, will you be signing things, Matt, for people?
Almost certainly.
Ray will be signing bodies.
I'll be available for squealing. Squeezing as
Expect to meet the chick if you go along, and
Yeah.
I'm sure Ray will bring the chick with him.
well. He'll be there.
Any other prominent gigs that we should know about, or should we go and have a look at the Facebook page and just give it a like anyway?
That's probably the best thing to do, because I can't make head and tail of this. I don't know what I've been writing down here.
Sack your manager.
Needless to say, it's the Melvin Hancox Band, and it's absolutely marvellous. You know,
Of course.
an event that every home should have. I don't know.
It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
I think it's about time I got my coat anyway, Zoe.
Well, I'll definitely have you back again, and thank you for coming in.
Pleasure
please.
to be here.
Let's just look at this last song that you've chosen for us, Lonnie Johnson, Tomorrow Night.
Okay, well that ties in with the last thing we heard with Stan Webb's Chicken Shack, Maudie. You know, once again, Stan Webb, fantastic, very savage, inventive blues playing, and another huge influence for me. I mean, I've been working with the drummer, an old drummer in Chicken Shack, Paul Hancox. No relation, strange enough, but as a band called Imagination Lady, another three-piece power trio, to celebrate actually the album he recorded with Chicken Shack, you know, Imagination Lady. And just always quality music once again. So that Lonnie Johnson ties in with Stan Webb, because I was chatting to Stan about Lonnie Johnson, and he told me that Lonnie cut some sides with a guy called Eddie Lang, a guitar player, who sort of precedes, he's your first guitar hero in a way. He precedes Django Reinhardt,
Right.
and the first guy to come out of an orchestra and put guitar up front, Eddie Lang.